Guys, let's talk about the mystery for a lot of people that is sync licensing. I'm a producer, writer, musician, and mixer living in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, before diving in, I do want to just give a disclaimer. This video is purely just my own experience. This isn't a video that is sharing any sort of legal advice. I really just wanted to share my journey in history over the last handful of years, exploring the space of sync licensing. So purely from my point of view, the goal of this video is to just kind of like demystify this weird boundary line that it feels like there is between like this beautiful sync licensing world and all this mysterious money that is to be had, and then the artist over here just like wanting to like kind of cross this barrier or threshold. This video, I really just want to touch on the what, the how, the why, where do I go, what do I do? I want to get into this world, but I just don't know where to start. If that is you, you are in the right place. So firstly, what even is sync licensing? Simply put, sync licensing is a legal agreement for a company or a person to license or lease the rights to your music to sync to visuals. Now, this can be found in TV and film, advertisements, YouTube videos, wedding videos, and social media. It really just goes on and on. Essentially, where anyone wants to use your piece of music to accompany a visual, that is sync licensing. Literally every piece of music that you hear, big or small, someone is buying the rights to use that music. Now, who can do sync? You! Literally anyone with a dream. There is no mystery curtain that all these successful people live behind and laugh while all the normal people are busy being normal down here. Literally anyone with music ability to write songs, or if you don't write songs but play an instrument or mix or what have you, just find your people and make a project. It's literally that simple. Now, does that mean that anyone at any level of songwriting or music ability can make $150K in their first year? Probably not. I'm still a purist in the sense that I really do believe good music will find its way. If you have a song or a collection of songs that you believe in, there is probably a way for you to make money in some capacity from people that want to buy your music. Which leads to the big scary question that I get asked all the time is, how? How do you actually make money in sync? Now, a handful of years ago, before some colleagues of mine graciously broke down how some of the back end of this stuff works, I just felt completely lost and clueless as to how filmmakers and editors find little guys like me, just this nerd in his little dungeon making love songs and pop songs. But it's not as daunting as you might think. Because where I'm over here on the artist side, thankfully there's also filmmakers and editors on this side that are also trying to find me. So how do we find each other? There are platforms where music and film meet, and those sweet little places are called sync houses. These are basically online music rosters or libraries that cater to filmmakers and make it really simple for them to find your music. A lot of these companies shine in different areas of expertise. Some lean more into single use or traditional licenses, while some pitch directly to filmmakers and editors and directors, and some are more advertising focused, while other sync houses do subscription-based models or a mixture of all those things. Now, I personally have 6 different projects that I'm pretty consistently fueling with music that are spread out over a few different sync libraries. So I can't speak for all these companies, but the typical payout structure is a revenue split. So the film editor purchases a piece of music, and X percentage of the license fee goes to the artist, and X percentage of the license fee goes to the sync house. You can think of the sync house service as kind of like a finder's fee. Basically, it's a tool for the editor or the filmmaker and the artist or musician to find each other. And lucky for us, the music makers, these companies are looking for us just as much as we might be looking for them. So I'll just encourage you, if you have a project or a collection of songs that you're excited about, reach out to some companies and get the conversation started. Sync houses are always looking for fresh new music, and in my experience, they can be just as motivated as I am to see my music succeed. I'm not gonna speak too much on any of these companies, good or bad. Go find out for yourself, but here are a few names to companies that I know of and have done some work with, or just know that they're a little more prominent in the space. So these could be good places to start with just pursuing a relationship and seeing if there's interest in any music you might be working on. And I assume if you're watching this video, you at least have some interest in pursuing the sync licensing space, but I thought it could be good to go ahead and talk about why pursue music licensing. So I think the why, honestly, this day and age, there are so many opportunities and avenues to make money in music that are probably more attainable than it might feel like. And I would even assume that you have most or all the skill sets you need to start making some sort of passive income in one of those avenues. And sync licensing just happens to be one that I found myself doing a lot of and really enjoy. So I'll talk about the cons first because those are less fun. But one big con, I would say there is a level of uncertainty and risk, just like any other music or business endeavor. So one con to sync is that it is more of a long-term investment versus a short-term or a now money path to passive or full-time income. But on the flip side of that coin, there is seemingly endless opportunity if you're willing to be patient and put in the time and work. I like to think of building a sync portfolio as compounding assets or laying a house brick by brick. If I'm able to make even one song per month, that might end up making me $100 per month. Over the course of 3 years, I've now got 36 songs out there, each working and fighting for a place on a filmmaker's music roster. And if I have 3 projects that I'm each fueling with a song per month, after 3 years, I've now got 108 songs out in the world fighting for me. But as creatives, we have to believe in our product and vision long before anyone else will. So I'm a firm believer that if the music is good and moves me, odds are someone else out there will probably also resonate with it. So I would just encourage you, if there's a time to even give a couple hours a week to a project like this, or if you're already involved in a project that you believe in, shoot the shot and go for it, man. I would just reach out to one of these companies and start the relationship, just see what happens. To end the video, I just wanted to give you one more nugget of advice if you're starting to explore this world. Listen. Just simply listen. Start taking note of all the different times you hear music throughout your day and start to study them. Take note of trends or what things do I hear more of and in what context do I hear them. Every Ford commercial seems to sound like this and every Target or Apple commercial sounds like that. I think you'll start to uncover the DNA of why certain things go with this and why these things work for that. I guarantee the more you do this, you'll start to learn patterns and consistency to different little universes of sounds. This is honestly so fun for me to still do just as I go about my day. And it's helped me a ton to just listen. When I approach one of my ongoing sync projects, a lot of times I'll just think, what am I going for? What was the thing that I've seen this work with? So now I have reference points and some mood board that I can aim at. But hey, if you have any interest in having a chat more in depth about sync or have any specific questions that I didn't get to answer in this video, feel free to book a consultation with me through my website. And I'd honestly love to chat or listen through any songs you might want feedback on. But anyways, once again, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. A video that I have dropping very, very soon is a full song approach and breakdown to one of my main sync projects called Locked In. I'll talk through a lot of the how and the why of the production and lyrics, and will hopefully give you a much deeper look into how I approach a song for sync. So if that interests you at all, be sure to like and subscribe so that video shows up for you. And again, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.